Hello children, hope this video reaches you in your good health. Okay, we'll see the first chapter, Introduction to Multimedia. See, when we talk about multimedia, it's all about the communication. So in this chapter, we will get the detailed information about multimedia. See, nowadays, multimedia has become the most important part of our day-to-day life. First of all, we see how the various mediums of communication gives the information and how the different elements of multimedia like text, graphics, audio, video, animation, all these things helps in preparing the multimedia presentation and different classes of multimedia like interactive, non-interactive, entertainment field and education field and so on. And at the end, we will discuss different stages in multimedia protection. See, first we will see what is communication. This is the components of the communication. The communication is an integral part of our life. We use various means of communication like radio, newspaper, television, theater, movie, internet, then phone, like that we use. That are all called the information, that is the communication means. See, here we have so many communication means. See, all what we have discussed, we can see in this. Using all these elements, we prepare a multimedia communication. And the computer which helps to use all these means and prepare a presentation is called a multimedia computer. A single medium of information is not enough to convey meaningful messages to a variety of audience. For example, while we are talking to a friend, we can hear his voice but cannot see his facial expressions. Only audio is heard. When you write a letter to a friend, then it is only the expressions, what you express. Only it is a text. And if you send him a picture, then it will give some sort of information to the receiver. Now, if you send any video, some to extent the receiver can understand what happened, what you wanted to convey and all. So, as you can see, the more mediums of information used, the impact of the communication increases. Multimedia is all about adding various effects to make communication effective. The term multimedia is actually it's multiple media. Multiple means more than one or more mediums. Hence, multimedia means usage of multiple medias to communicate. Like multimedia is a combination of different medias like text, then audio, graphics, then video and animation. A computer capable of running text, image, audio, video and animation is known as a multimedia computer. Now we'll go on to the text. So once you talk about the text, we'll see all the elements in this one after the other. So when you talk about the text, including text in multimedia is the basic step towards the development of multimedia presentation. So text is used to communicate with the user. Proper use of text and words in multimedia presentation will help to communicate the idea and message to the user. The textual data for multimedia can be developed by using any text editor. To give special effects, we need graphics software. The text can have different size, type, color, style to suit the professional requirement of the multimedia software. A typeface is a family of characters or letters which have similar look For example, when you take the style from the computer, like Times New Roman, Arial, Courier, etc. This is called typeface. Different typefaces have different style and size, known as fonts. Uh, Styles are italic, bold, underline, and others. The size what you talk is the difference between the top corner of the letter to the bottom point. And the styles are italic, bold, underline, and others. It is expressed in points. For example, say about if you want to increase the size, we go into 12, 14, 16, 18, like that we give the numbers that are called the points. For example, if we want a font of Arial 12 points, then we will select the style Arial and give the size as 12. And typeface categorized into two types. Okay, one is serif, the other one is sans serif. Now, what is serif? Serif is a little decoration at the end of the character. Serif fonts are easy to read. They are used for printer pages. They are usually used when there is a lot of text to be read. Example, Times, Century, Bookman, all these comes under the serif font type, that is typeface. Now what is sans serif? As the name suggests, sans serif, it is without decoration. It is a French meaning of without. Sans means without. Arial, Verdana, Helvetica, or some examples of sans serif. They are usually used for headlines and titles. It comes with smudged, like a bolded type of characters. But on computer screen, due to low resolution, serif fonts are different to read than the sans serif. Text in a multimedia is different from the text used in traditional pen and paper method. Okay, now we will see how we can create the text in the file. Children, I'll go to Word. I'll go to Word and I'll show you how you can insert the font work, the font gallery. So go to Insert. Now you can see the word art. From there, here you have all the font styles. Whatever font style you would like to add, just click on that and you'll get your text here. Just write whatever you wanted to say. Hello students. So when you press OK, it will come on the screen. Now you can see the dotted lines all over. You can just go here, the cursor changes, press and hold and drag it, it becomes big. If you want to reduce the size, you can do it this way also. So when the cursor changes it into double side arrow, you can do the different size, adjust the sizes. This is what it is called, the font, creating the font from the font work gallery. Now you can add it, you can take it into any like a presentation on the slides also, you can make like this. Understood, children? Now we'll come back to this. Now after the font, we'll go into the audio. How you can add audio to your presentation. Now audio, I've already kept the file down here. See, sound is the most important element of multimedia. We can define sound as a meaningful speech in any language. Now, the term sound is used in the analog form. The digitalized form of the sound is called audio. Text and image without any sound are helpful when we are presenting in front of the audience. But in the absence of the presenter, sound plays an important role. See, when I send, if I do not add my audio, and if I send you the presentation, and the difference you can definitely find out. The best example is when we are watching the educational CD. Now I'll show you how you can add audio. I've already kept the program down here. This is the audio file. You can go here and start recording. Actually, this is already I've recorded. So here the start button will come. So you can start, and after recording, you can play it. Here you can trim it, you can rename it, and you can even delete it. For this you need to insert the what you say, the microphone, then only you can hear. Now after audio there is text, that is images to be inserted inside the pages. Images, if you see, these are all images. I've already inserted so many images in the slide that you can see. Otherwise, you can insert image, take a new page, insert clip art, go to the search for, write something, you'll get some pictures here. So you can just double click on that and the picture will be inserted here. And if you have your photographs kept in that, then you can search in, go there and select the folder, and from there you can insert your pictures also. Now children, when you insert your pictures, these pictures have two types of forms, that is bitmap or raster images. To store pictures, computers uses pixel map known as bitmap or raster image. A pixel, uh, short for picture element, is the small dot on the screen. So when you do any picture on the paint program, you can see that dotted very clearly. A map is a two-dimensional matrices of these dots. Thus, bitmap is a simple matrix of tiny dots which forms an image on the computer screen. Each pixel contains values representing a color. Okay. Now, vector graphics. A vector graphics is another form of image generated by computers. Is vector graphics. These stores images in the form of mathematical equations. On the screen, both bitmap and vector graphics looks the same, but when you enlarge the bitmap image, it will blur and pixels can be seen. See here, vector. It is sharp. See the bitmap. You can see here, you can see the difference between this is sharp and this is blurred, merged like. Can you see this, children? Yeah. Typically, these files are compressed to save memory space. Bitmap images file format like GIF, JPG and PNG use compression with the file itself. Now there are so many file options for the map, that is pictures, graphics. The same way for the sound also we have the extensions like MIDI, RAM, WAV, WMA, MP3, MPA, like that. Okay, now children, we will stop the lesson here. First read all the text from your textbook till here. We will meet you I will meet you in the next video. Till then, stay safe. Bye.